Hello everyone, welcome back to chemistry class. In today's class, we are going to have a look at the periodic table of elements. You have already learnt about periodic table in your class 6. So as we begin today's class, let's quickly have a look at what you have already studied about periodic table. As you see here in this picture, this is the periodic table of elements. In total, there are 118 elements that are present on Earth. Scientists found a need to arrange all these 118 elements in a systematic and simple manner. So they arranged all these elements in the form of a table as you see here, which they called periodic table of elements. In this periodic table, the elements are arranged in the increasing order of their atomic numbers, which means the element with atomic number 1 is placed first in the periodic table. Element with atomic number 2 is placed in the second position. Element that is lithium with atomic number 3 is placed in the third position. Beryllium with atomic number 4 is given the fourth position, and so on. So as I have told you, in periodic table of elements, the elements are arranged in the increasing order of their atomic numbers. So in this chapter, we are going to learn only about the first 20 elements of periodic table, that is starting from hydrogen till calcium. In the periodic table, the elements are represented with their symbols along with the atomic number and mass number of that element. As you see here, generally, the symbol of the element is written at the center and atomic number of the element is written on top of the symbol, and mass number or atomic mass is written at the bottom of the symbol. We know that atomic number of an element is the number of protons or the number of electrons that are present in an atom of an element. That is, atomic number, which is represented by Z, is equal to the number of protons represented by P is equal to the number of electrons, which is represented by the letter E. So Z is equal to P is equal to E in an atom. Now let us take the case of one element from periodic table, say the element oxygen. From the periodic table, we know that the atomic number of oxygen is 8. This means there are 8 protons and 8 electrons in an atom of oxygen. Now let us see how are these protons and electrons distributed in an atom. Protons and neutrons are placed at the center of an atom, while electrons revolve around the nucleus of an atom. So in case of an atom of oxygen, there are 8 protons and 8 electrons. So 8 protons and 8 neutrons, they are placed in nucleus, while 8 electrons revolve around this nucleus in imaginary paths called orbits. These imaginary paths in which the electrons revolve around are called shells. The shell that is closest to the nucleus is called the first shell. Then the second shell, third shell, and so on. The last shell in an atom, which is far from the nucleus, is called the outermost shell. So in case of an atom of oxygen, the outermost shell is the second shell, as this is the last shell which is far from the nucleus. Now let us see how are these 8 electrons distributed in these orbits. Each of these shells contain a fixed number of electrons, which means the first shell in an atom can hold only 2 electrons, while the second shell can hold 8 electrons, third shell of an atom can hold 18 electrons, and so on. So here in case of oxygen atom, the distribution of electrons is 2 electrons in the first shell and remaining 6 electrons in the second shell. Second shell can hold 8 electrons. So since total number of electrons are 8, 2 electrons are placed in the first shell and 6 electrons that are remaining are placed in the second shell. So this last shell, which contains the 6 electrons, is the outermost shell, or otherwise called valence shell. That is why these electrons are called valence electrons. That is, the electrons that are present at the outermost shell is called valence electrons. In order to understand the distribution of electrons better, let's take another example from periodic table. Say the element sodium. The atomic number of sodium is 11. This means there are 11 protons and 11 electrons in an atom of sodium. An atom of sodium contains 12 neutrons. Now let us see how are they distributed. The 11 protons and 12 neutrons, they are placed at the center of an atom. That is, they are placed in the nucleus of an atom. 11 electrons revolve around the nucleus in fixed orbits. Now let us see how are these 11 electrons distributed in this atom. We know that the first shell that is close to the nucleus contains only 2 electrons. So out of the total 11 electrons, 2 electrons are placed in the first shell. Now there are remaining 9 electrons. Out of that 9 electrons, 8 electrons are placed in the second shell, as the second shell can hold 8 electrons. And remaining there is 1 electron. So that 1 electron is placed in the outermost shell, that is in the third shell. So in case of an atom of sodium, third shell is the outermost shell, as this is the shell which is far from the nucleus. And the number of electrons in the outermost shell is equal to 1. Therefore, it has only 1 valence electron. So this is how the electrons are distributed in case of atoms.